were probably taught in primary school that Jamaica's two closest neighbors are Haiti and Cuba. It's often the reason why Jamaica is involved in rendering assistance to them when there are natural disasters or other extreme cases. Cuba is still recovering from Hurricane Oscar, which left the entire island without power, while Haiti is still in the midst of turmoil with gangs constantly trying to rule the country. In this report, we explore Jamaica's roles in such situations and whether there's a plan to assist our neighbors. Sections of Cuba are still without electricity after Hurricane Oscar ravaged the island, leaving thousands homeless and at least 6 people dead. The power outage began even before the hurricane as the nation's power grids collapsed repeatedly. Cuban authorities reported that power has been restored to 80% of the country. However, some areas remain in the dark. Merely 3 months ago, Jamaica was in a similar spot after Hurricane Beryl left many homes without power for weeks. It's perhaps why People's National Party PNP spokesperson on Foreign Affairs Dr. Angela Brownberg, who also studied in Cuba, is calling on the government to move with urgency to assist the neighboring nation.
When friends were few and far between for Jamaica and much of the Caribbean, Cuba gave aid in whatever manner they could, whether it was in healthcare, sports, education, or construction.
But the calls for assistance extend beyond Cuba to another neighbor, Haiti, now plagued with political turmoil. Their conflict, however, directly impacts Jamaica, with more Haitians fleeing their French-speaking nation to seek refuge elsewhere. This elsewhere is many times Jamaica, specifically Portland, where approximately 100 Haitians have washed up since 2023. This week, the first group of Haitians who were granted asylum were returned home. Freedom Imaginary's attorney at law, Melania Lane, says the Haitians being sent back home during a crisis is one issue. Them leaving family members behind is another.
What we saw last night was really an escalation of that issue involving the collective expulsion of a group of Haitians, including persons with significant family ties in Jamaica, persons leaving behind young children, young Jamaican-born children. And so we have reached a new phase in the crisis. And I believe there should be an investigation.
Elaine is suggesting the government reviews the impact its treatment of the situation can have on Haitian migrants.
We need to have an independent body determine whether this is how we want to proceed as a democracy governed by the rule of law, or whether there's a more enlightened approach to what is really a displacement crisis, which is not going to be solved by such draconian measures, which have been shown the world over to be completely ineffective at responding to crises such as these.
After reaching out to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, we were informed the minister was unavailable at the time. Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, however, expressed her sympathies for the people of Cuba online, sharing that Jamaica's embassy will continue providing services within constraints. Regarding Haiti, no update was given. But as the crises worsen for both countries, the question remains, how will Jamaica respond? Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.